Welcome back. Brand new episode. Very exciting episode because of many different things. First thing, big reveal. Brand new kitchen. Check it out. Got a whole unit here. Got a bunch of space all up in here. Exciting for a third reason, or second reason. How many reasons? Probably second reason right now. Started to eat differently. So that means I have to, as you guys know, you've read the title, the clickbait potential of this new diet is boundless. I need to eat without flour and without dairy or lactose. One of the two. I'm figuring it out still. It's a process. But went away, traveled around for a little bit, got really sick, couldn't eat for a couple days, and so my stomach biome, I guess, kind of reset itself, and I started eating again, having a good time, and I really didn't feel well, and couldn't go about my day the way I wanted to go about it. So I cut out a huge amount of things out of my diet, and I've slowly been reintroducing them and finding out what works and what doesn't work for me. So what doesn't work for me is wheat flour, so that's out, and that's in all of my favorite foods. Don't even begin to start letting me list off all the delicious foods. Just look at all the videos I've released. Almost all of them have this delicious ingredient in. And the other delicious ingredient that I've cut out is dairy, which is in a ton of other things that I love as well. So another exciting part of this episode is that it's in honor of this great thing here that I've gotten myself into. We're gonna make this a two-take baking episode instead of a one-cut cooking episode. And to celebrate, I'm gonna make cookies. What precisely I'm making is Snickerdoodles. And the flour alternative I'm using, coconut flour. Another alternative to my butter, my dairy, pardon the random light outages, figuring out this new place. I got coconut oil. That's kind of my cream. Besides that, you're gonna need a little bit of salt, some eggs, 4 eggs to be precise. Room temperature eggs, because when you're cooking with coconut oil, it likes to get nice and hard and not really stirrable if you have cold eggs. Vanilla extract, delicious sugar that is impossible to cut out of any diet. I'm sorry, I've tried. No, you should try, but today we're celebrating, so special occasion. We're baking with some sugar and some brown sugar. You can also use coconut sugar, but that's more expensive, so brown sugar it is for me. A little bit of cinnamon to top it all off, a little bit of flavor on top. That's all there is to it. Let's get a big bowl and mix in the stuff. First things first, we got some brown sugar. 1/4 cup. In the bowl. Next, 1/2 cup regular granulated white sugar. Next, we have this little splash of vanilla here. Only need about, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 or 1/4 of a teaspoon. This is a tablespoon. Cheating here. I'm just using it to make sure I don't overdo it. Just a tiny little splash. That's it. That's all I need that guy for. Egg time. Cap it. 4 eggs. Last of the ingredients before we get stirring is this coconut oil. It's hard to mix in because it's kind of more of a solid thing, so heat up this tiny little pan here. And I'm going to scoop about 1/4 cup of coconut oil into there. Just warm it up enough that I can pour it into this little mixture I've created here. You can see that, I don't know, haven't got my angles worked out. And we'll stir it all up. While that's melting down, I'm going to prep this coconut flour, 3/4 cup. If you're ever wondering where to get these ingredients, I live in a pretty small town, and I was able to get from my local grocery store and my local Whole Foods store. Not a Whole Foods, but it's a store that sells bulk foods. I could get all the ingredients I need. Just a matter of going out and finding them and maybe paying a little bit extra for the non-wheat-based flours. But coconut flour you can use for tons of different stuff. I just need to get more familiar with it and experiment more, and I'll figure it out. But I think you can kind of replace most flours with other flours. Just a matter of trying it all out, tasting it, seeing what your preference is, and going all in with that, I guess. I don't know. As long as it makes you feel good. Do a little pre-stir. Get it all ready to receive that coconut oil. Nice and oily now. Got something that looks like that, if you could see it. You can definitely see it here. Toss in that flour. A little bit of salt. Maybe about half a tablespoon. I don't know. Salt's a good touch. Don't do any more than a tablespoon though, that'd be crazy. Now you got that mixed up. Got this little bowl handy. I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons of sugar in it. Tablespoon. Acquired. Then I'm gonna take the cinnamon and put about the same amount of that on top. Quick little stir. A little bit more sugar. Don't want to just taste cinnamon when I bite into these delicious little Snickers. Oh, that reminds me, Snickers bars, I can't eat those because, first of all, the chocolate is nice and dairy full, but also, I think I have to avoid peanuts. The most delicious of all the nuts and the cheapest of all the nuts. Must be avoided. Get yourself a pan. Let's preheat this oven. Temperature 450. Nice and hot. Pretty sure it's 450. We're gonna see if the old memory is what I think it should be. Parchment paper. Prepped. Let's take this little mixture and ball it up into something more cookie shaped. You can use the spoon, but I just like to get my hands dirty, really. You're going to be taking these and rolling them. A nice layer of this cinnamon and sugar. Put them down. I like to flatten them out just a little bit. Give them a little bit more shape and repeat.
1 2 3 is the first step to looking like you know what you're doing. Let's give it a try. One cut cooking is the first step to looking like you know what you're doing. Let's give it a try. One cut cooking is the first step to looking like you know what you're doing. Let's give it a try. It's the first step to looking like you know what you're doing. Let's give it a try. One cut cooking is the first step to looking like you know what you're doing. Let's give it a try.
So, I think it said probably it makes 2 dozen cookies, because most recipes that I make say they make about 2 dozen cookies, and I make about a dozen, because I guess I like big cookies. So, 11 is pretty good, I say. I'm going to toss those right in, and I will go and check and see if it is indeed 450, and I believe, not shaking all about, that you put it in for 12 minutes, and I make big ones, so I have to put them in for 3 or 4 extra minutes. Check them around 10 minutes, see if they're cooked enough. They pump up quite a bit. I'll show you. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. Of course 450 is too hot. It's gotta be 350. Saved. It's time! Yes. Love putting cinnamon and things and putting them in the oven. Just fills the whole room up with the smell. Take those little guys off the hot pan, slide them onto some cool racks, and soon you will be enjoying yourself a well-deserved treat. These are perfect for making to bring over to a friend's house, especially a gluten-intolerant friend. Show you what I got here on these cool racks. Gluten-free, dairy-free Snickerdoodles. Try them out. Today is the day. Have to resist all the urge to just gobble them all up. Save them for a special occasion. Welcome back.